Our fleet is approaching 40 years of age. A lot of the wiring on the cars is original to the cars, or where the equipment was mounted back then leaves them susceptible to extreme weather conditions. With the amount of snow we've had this year, it certainly had its impact and it's taken its toll. I'm John Hogan, Assistant Chief Mechanical Officer for the New Haven line of Metro North Railroad. We're standing here in the M2 shop, which was one of the original shops that was built for the maintenance of the M2 fleet and further grown into the maintenance of the M4s and M6s. This shop was built back in opened up back in 1974 for the sole purpose of maintaining the M2 fleet. As you can see, not much has changed since then, and yet with this facility, as well as our sister shop in Stamford and another shop recently built in Connecticut for the maintenance of the cars, we've been able to maintain the fleet of 340 some odd cars that we run on the New Haven line. We're currently suffering a 40% out of service condition with our fleet due to some equipment failures brought on by this unprecedented winter weather that we've had. In a normal winter, we usually get a break after a storm in order to recover our fleet to a level and maintain our level of car availability. So it's generally not seen to the public. Unfortunately, this year with the back-to-back storms that we've been hit with, it has certainly taken its toll on the equipment as well as the employees trying to keep these cars in service for the commuters. This season we had not only a deep freeze or a couple sessions of deep freezes, we've also had to contend with an enormous amount of snow, some amounts that we haven't seen in years. They've had a tremendous impact on traction motor failures, blower motor failures, and some other contactor or electrical equipment because of the snow ingestion that does occur on the way the cars are designed. Our biggest headache has been the traction motor failures. The way the cars are configured and the way the cars are designed, the traction motor is physically bolted to the gear case which drives each axle. If you look at the rail cars, each rail car has 4 axles. Each axle has its own traction motor. So if you look at the entire fleet of the New Haven line, we're looking at well over 1,200 traction motors in the fleet. We're currently sitting with 50 cars out of service, needing 39 traction motors to get those cars back in. Traction motor typically takes an average of 6 to 7 hours to change out, and they're working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, trying to implement that change out and get the cars back. And at the same time as they're going through the cars, looking for other defects, they're addressing those issues also. We are the #1 railroad in the country, and we are trying our best to get the equipment fixed as soon as possible, as quickly as possible. We do have a high amount of pride within our departments. So, with the weather breaking, I think we have a good shot at coming out of this and bringing back to the customers the high standard that they become accustomed to and that we're proud to serve to them. Just bear with us a little longer. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and we look forward to serving you proudly again.